Hey everybody, it's KB3 Moto back with another riding video. Today we are going to head to Grand Rapids. This is Michigan State's parking lot right now, but we're heading off to that area, so figured I'd give a little bit of an introduction. We're not going to Grand Rapids for any particular reason, just literally because I want to. So, and just to see what's going on over there. But yeah, so that's kind of the game plan. My first video of like a longer trip with an actual plan. Yeah, so it's kind of a gloomy day out. A little bit darker than I was hoping it would be. Weather's not too bad though, like from a temperature standpoint. I think it's like 45 right now, maybe a little cooler than that. So pretty good, actually, all things considered, given how Michigan's weather's been lately, with how cold it's been. We've had a couple of nice days here, a couple of breakaway days, so we're definitely looking forward to the summer, though, where it's a little bit nicer all the time. The trek's about like a hour and a half, 2-hour ride. I'm avoiding highways because I think it's a little bit more interesting to just take like back roads and everything to do this. So that's kind of the game plan there, is what I'm going to be doing. But yeah, I haven't been to the Grand Rapids area. For those who aren't familiar with how Michigan's laid out, you look at your hand. That's kind of the shape of Michigan. It's the mitt of Michigan. The mitten. So if you're looking at the hand, you're going to want to look to the very far west of the hand, and that's where Grand Rapids. But Lansing's more like right towards the middle bottom of the hand, so, or the mid. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Ooh. Lots of potholes. And you'll see it up here. This road up here is particularly notorious for potholes. It's pretty rough. You'll see in a second. See right here, right about here. See, like those are like craters. Absolute craters. You can see some of the metropolitan area up in here. Lansing's a nicer city, but it can be kind of run down relative to other cities, and so like the Grand Rapids area where we're headed, that's a pretty nice metropolitan area. Not too congested or anything. You know, generally is pretty nice. Shout out College Bike Shop right here on the right. These are the guys I got my bike from. Super, super nice people. The Lansing River Trail is a beautiful spot through Lansing to just like explore, see what's going on. It is, a lot of people do like marathons through there and everything, and we just pass one of the entrances, which is why I thought of it. It's a nice area. That particular strait can sometimes have a lot of homeless people, but nothing that's like out of the ordinary, I would say, for any like city area. So just something to keep in mind if you're ever going there, of course. You can kind of see it like looking at the buildings and stuff. I mean, it's not the most rundown area on the whole entire United States, but I mean, it definitely could use a little bit of renovation, since like, I don't know, especially like roofs and stuff like that, you can literally see the damage on the top of these buildings and everything. And it's just kind of sad, you know, like especially for the amount of people that live here. It's not like it's the smallest populations ever, and I mean, there's a lot of people. You would expect it to be somewhat maintained, you know? There's a maintenance crew doing exactly what I'm talking about. They're patching all those holes. Winter hits Michigan so hard, and especially the roads. You can see it, there's so much patchwork all over the place. I think there's a military base or some like airfield over there or something. But they'll be running like routes, military preparation routes, I think, over in that airfield over there. I might be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure I heard, and like, there's a lot of ROTC people at Michigan State, so you hear about that kind of stuff. I don't think I gave much of an introduction on the bike, so I think it's about time I do that too. This is the KLR 650. It is a 650cc one-cylinder engine motorcycle. This bad boy is a thumper for sure. It's a ADV style adventure bike, which works out well for what I'm using it for, because I mean, you know, I can kind of do anything that I want to do with motorcycle riding, whether it be ride on roads like this where it's just a clear straightaway on paved roads, or if I want to go like off-road or something. I've taken it like on some like dirt roads and everything, but nothing like too crazy off-road wise. Been to a couple of parks. That's kind of a goal of mine, especially as we come into the summer here, to get out more and do some of those trips. Especially like camping. I'd love to camp with this thing. Just whether it be like hammock or hammock camping, or like maybe a personal tent or something. That would be a lot of fun. I feel like this is a common staple in just a lot of Midwest states, with just these open fields and plains and stuff. A lot of farmland is, and some of these back roads. I think that's going to be primarily what we see. Some homes, but mostly homes for people working at these different, you know, farms and everything. I could ride on the highway, but I think it's just kind of boring. Like, it's better to be on these back roads. You get to see a lot more of what's going on with just people in their daily lives instead of just a straightaway road and everything. Plus, they're not like too bad. I mean, it's a little bumpy. You can probably see I'm, you know, bumping up and down a little bit. Trying to keep everything pretty stable, but, you know, generally, like, it's pretty nice. Oh, look at that. White picket fence. That yellow house. Isn't that not the, like, American dream looking house right there? That's kind of crazy. I think that's awesome with, like, small town communities. They just, like, lay stuff out like, hey, you know, eggs at the end of the road, $6 or $5, especially right now, it's pretty expensive, but, you know, just, they have this cool, like, internal, localized, or regional markets and stuff for just general products that, you know, are more expendable. That's cool. So those are the dirt roads I'm talking about, like those back trails. A lot of those back areas. Sun's coming out, which is nice. It's supposed to warm up today. It's supposed to literally get to like 59, 60 in Grand Rapids. So hopefully it actually hits that. That would be the dream right there. Not that swampy stuff, but that actual like little pond back there. Get some open land and make a man-made pond. That'd be sick. You could fish or do whatever out of it, you know, and you could add what you want to live in it. Have to be expansive enough for them to survive, and you'd have to feed them and everything. Man, you gotta love just riding on these back roads, you know? Look at how beautiful the scenery is around here. Just incredible. All the trees and everything. There aren't so many places, I feel like, anymore where there's areas that are just so unindustrialized. As I say that, riding into a city, but you know how it is. Like, there's just spots of pure beauty within the amount of trees and stuff in these back areas. It's so nice. I don't think I've been through Portland much, so we'll have to see what the city looks like. Nice sign though. Very regal. That'd be an interesting spot to live, right up on that hill. I feel like I would be nervous if I had like little kids or something. They'd get hurt. It's a cool looking church with that like patterned tiled look. Look at those evergreen though. Those evergreen trees. A lot of spruces. They're just beautiful trees. Michigan being the native area for a lot of them, especially like northern Michigan, but there's some through these like scattered southern regions. Grand Rapids is like midway of the state, so makes sense. This kind of midway 96 route makes sense that there's definitely some spots for them and everything. And you know, it's not a perfect science where trees decide they want to grow, so you definitely have some in different segments than you'd expect. Wow, man. What an incredible road right here. Nice curves, nice straightaways, completely open. Just beautiful. It's interesting the type of stuff you see, especially out here, like more back roads and stuff. Or like more, like this is a less secluded, or more secluded area, I mean. Like you don't see, there's people of course, because people have to live in these houses, they're not just standing here for no reason. But the communities are just smaller and more tight-knit. Especially living in like a more urban area or suburban area. It's difficult to relate to some of this like small town charms. Never really experienced it, though I think it's cool. I wouldn't complain. It'd be nice knowing your neighbors more personally. Another biker up there, woo! That's cool to see. Honestly, I didn't know what to expect with that. Like, people, other bikers and stuff, I would have thought, since it's just such a beautiful day, like, you know, it's a bit cold, yeah, it's a little chilly, sure, but not terrible. Especially not with the sun out now. That's helping a lot. Yeah, like I was talking about, those no data center signs are all over the place. And they should, right? I mean, it's their local communities are the ones that are going to be impacted by this. So, you don't want to infringe on these people and what their community. at those cows grazing. I'm surprised by how unbothered cows are with motorcycles and stuff. Every time I'm riding past like farmland, cows don't even flinch. They're very preoccupied with whatever they're doing. Whether it be food, whether it be just like walking around, laying in the grass, they do not care at all. Which is cool. It makes you feel like, good, I'm not impacting you in a negative way. But it's just surprising, you know, you would expect them to kind of freak out or be like, whoa, loud, at the least, loud, you know? But, hey, again, not complaining. If they're unbothered, then that's good for everyone, I feel like. Look at some of these hills. Like, that would be a nice area to go hiking up in. And there's a trail. Looks like someone else found the same one. It's nice that the streets are so marked like that. Plus, just some of the smoothest roads I've been on in Michigan are right now. This Cascade Road or whatever. I don't know what I was expecting. I thought maybe like Grand Rapids would be nicer. Like, and obviously we haven't got there yet, but I mean, like, I was expecting their roads to be nice. But hey, you know, honestly, I'm good with all of it being nice. Makes me feel good. Saves my butt. Grand Rapids has a college. Oh, I think it's Grand Valley, actually. Grand Valley State University. Maybe we'll end up passing by the college or something, seeing what's up with that. I don't know just yet. We'll have to see once we actually get there what this is looking like too. Again, limited experience with what Grand Rapids has to offer. All I've heard are from second-hand accounts of people saying that it's not super big, not as big as I would have expected yet. You know, like, I thought the way that the map made it looked like we'd already have hit some of this stuff, like the main like city drag, but we're just making our way at this. I don't know, it just feels almost too clean. If that makes sense. It's a newer city for sure. I feel like now we're kind of getting into the city a little bit more here now. But there's the like skyscraper looking buildings. I'm interested to see what this drag looks like, this main drag. There it is, Grand Valley. Yeah, that's called it. So there's the universities over here then, I guess.